Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Uranium. What are we doing today? We're going against a bunch of different trainers. So that way we can grow stronger as a team. And what am I kidding? I just want to win battles. Bam! What are you doing here, man? This cave is dark. Unfortunately, I'm equipped with night vision goggles. How come I'm able to see then? Heikel's a new word. Anyways, Turlard. As I said in last week's episode of Pokemon Uranium, I'm recording a bunch of these back to back. So I'm planning to probably either pull an all-nighter or just do something extremely crazy. And I'm excited for this computer to glitch out all of a sudden. Also, speaking of glitching out, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of. You know what, I'm just gonna cut this battle here unless something big happens, and because I need to take care of a few things, so I will be right back. You know, when you edit videos for long enough, you start to notice the flaws in the flaws that you have when you try to talk during these kind of videos. And the one thing that's really been getting me, actually a bunch of things that's been getting me, I say and you knows a lot, but the thing that's been bothering me the most, because it's been appearing so many times, is when I say I'll be right back, because I'm as you can tell, as you can clearly tell, because I am talking like a normal person, I am a bit tired. I'm just trying to focus on getting these videos pumped out, keep turning them, because oh my gosh, I'm not even getting any views on these. If you guys are enjoying this kind of stuff, like, comment, subscribe. And I gotta go, stuck on me. I really am hoping that you guys are enjoying this kind of stuff. And wait a minute, did I just catch two different Pokemon at once? No, I didn't. Okay, I really hope that you guys are enjoying this content. Like I just said 5 seconds ago, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and in the comments section down below, name any other series or games that you want me to try out. Any kind of fan game, those kind of stuff. Always put a smile on my face, and I'd be willing to try them out as long as they're, doable and appropriate for the audience. Now, who is this man? Beware, danger lies ahead. I know I was gonna say something really snooty or really smart, but I don't even remember, so I'm not gonna bother. Espeon, like I said a few episodes back, I was considering getting an Espeon, because Espeon was statistically the best for my team, but I already had Psychic types, and I didn't have enough Fairy types. And I thought, you know what, Fairy type would be really appropriate, so I'll get me a Sylveon. And you know what, I got myself a Sylveon. Good. Heal some of that HP with your dazzling good looks. Now, speaking of dazzling, you have Morning Sun, so you're about to heal, but I'm about to do some real damage. How about a little more? Come on. Come on. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Fine, I'll use the other move instead. Now that's a lot of damage. Okay, now that just hurts. Good thing it didn't do much. Good thing it didn't do too much damage. I'm trying to rap, but I can't, because I got no rhythm. I ain't got no rhythm, like that one Phineas and Ferb song. Speaking of Phineas and Ferb, wait, what? Future Sight? Oh no! You used Future Sight. I didn't notice that. Okay, Umbreon. Actually, I will stay. Umbreon's the easier one to take, because I am a fairy type, and Moonblast will take care of you really instantaneously. Watch this. Bam, bam, bam. A little take more damage, a little take more damage, a little take more damage, and you're at like 2 HP. What the heck? Oh yeah, I think Assurance is a fighting type move. This works out for me because, first of all, it did no damage to me. Second of all, Dazzling Gleam will beat you now. Thank you very much. I wish I had Recover or some kind of move that heals you. Maybe like Moonlight. Moonlight's a move, right? I'm not just making things up, am I? my video says it's only been 6 minutes since I've started recording, and I feel like it's been like 10 already. And maybe that's why it's taking forever. Maybe I'll be stuck in this cave for another Thanos episodes. Speaking of Thanos, Avengers Endgame would not have come out by this episode, but would have... No, it would have. It would be out by this episode. I probably ended up watching Avengers Endgame already by the time this episode comes out. I just want to quickly ask, for those of you who did watch it, what do you guys think of the movie? Comment down below. It's a little shameless plug, but you know, I really do want to hear your opinions on, you know, the greatest cinematic experience of the century, or something like that. I mean, the MCU has been building up all these movies for so long. Oh my gosh, can we not run into these things every 5 seconds, please? You know, the people at MCU, you know, Kevin Feige. That's really the only name that's popping up in my head. Not Taika Waititi. Oh, what's the name? The Russo brothers. They've been having such a big impact. I have no shadow balls. James Gunn has been a really big influence in MCU as of now. Even though he was fired, he was reinstated. I'm really bad. I'm really happy that he's back. Even though he did say a few bad things. I mean, he did apologize about it. I mean, it was years ago as well. And to be honest, society was different back then. I mean, if you look at things now, this is getting a little too philosophical, but not philosophical. It's just getting a bit too deep, but you know, the Me Too movement and stuff like that just didn't exist back then. The internet was a completely different culture, in all honesty. And dust balls were not as easy to find. Speaking of MCUs, okay, before I talk about that, I need to find myself on the map. Okay, shallow channel, this is going to be difficult to get done. Okay. Is there anything over here? Let's check. But what I meant to say was, there's something back here, and it feels really good to have Drain Punch. Holy shoot, wait, no. Drain Punch is a good move. No. Drain Punch is a good move. Now I need to talk about Drain Punch. If you have Drain Punch, teach it. It is one of the best fighting type moves ever. It will hide in your TMs and HMs folder because you can't find it. There it is. Drain Punch is one of my all-time favorite moves. Krampus, you take it, because this thing will be your life. This will save your life. I know I just added Shadow Claw too, but I'm gonna have to unfortunately get rid of that and put Drain Punch in there, because Drain Punch is an important move that everybody should have, but not everybody is able to have. So I'll just let Krampus have it. Why is Krampus able to have every single move? Why can't everyone else have any good moves? Speaking of good moves, good movies, so I recently, not recently, it was more like earlier this month, watched, oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been fishing all day, but I seem to catch old boots. Okay, I watched Captain Marvel in the beginning of the month. I know it was late, it was extremely late, but I still watched it. Hear me out. I did not enjoy it. Like, I only started getting into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of maybe just 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago. And I binge watched all the movies before Infinity War and watched Infinity War, and I heavily enjoyed it. But I'm not going to heavily enjoy Sylvia taking this hit. Never mind. Sylvia's taking it fine. I should stop worrying about the game and just start talking to you guys out there, because I want to hear your opinion. There's been lots of debate going on about, oh my gosh, why couldn't you just knock it out? There's been a lot of debate going on in between, just amongst Marvel fans and amongst Disney, because apparently, allegedly, no one in Marvel except for Kevin Feige likes, oh no, McFeely and Marcus. That's what I was thinking of before when I was thinking of writers. But back onto the topic. Apparently, Blue Bullrog, yes, I will change. Apparently, Kevin Feige heavily recommended that I change to a Pokemon that's able to deal with Blue Bullrog, which I don't have. Because none of you know Psychic moves. This is really unfortunate. Blitzstorm, your job. But Kevin Feige said that Captain Marvel definitely has to be played by Brie Larson. And the thing is, in my opinion, Brie Larson, I've seen her other works and they seem fine, but in my honest opinion, I don't really like her as a person. I know that she's trying to seem as this, oh my gosh, Acid Heart, please don't. She's supposed to seem as this role model, this female role model that's supposed to, you know, represent women empowerment and all that good stuff. But she's doing it in the worst way possible. I'm sorry. Captain Marvel being a bad movie, I don't blame it on her. I more blame that on the writing team of, my gosh, no, not my gosh. Let's see, Krampus should be fine. Krampus should do okay. I'm debating on who to switch to. The rock type. But Maritime went to find either. Fine, Krampus. Was I talking about something? I was talking about something. It was Captain Marvel as a movie. In my opinion, Captain Marvel was the stereotypical mid-tier Marvel movie. I do like how they implemented the Kree and I guess technically no, not the Kree. Shoot, what are they called? Oh yeah, I definitely enjoy how they implemented the Kree / Skrulls. I mean, I know they're different races, but I'm just grouping them together. I get that the Kree were already talked about in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I mean, come on, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. It was Ronan the Accuser. We don't count Ronan the Accuser in this. And technically, Ronan did appear in this movie. Yes. And I forgot you're that type too. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Big regrets, big regrets. Pokemon, switch out. Nope, get out, get out. Bad idea, bad idea. We're packing home, guys. We're out of here. But my point is, Captain Marvel, I'm going to talk about Captain Marvel first as a review, and then I'm going to talk about Brie Larson as a character, possibly in this or the next episode, depending on how long this episode turns out to be, because maybe this battle is taking longer than it should. But getting back on the point, Captain Marvel was a semi-weak movie. My biggest complaint about the movie is the fact that Captain Marvel herself has virtually no growth. As in, I like all the characters in the movie. I don't like the fact that Marvel was blatantly lying to us and saying, you know, the cat scratched Samuel L. Jackson's eye instead of some person betraying him and all that. I don't exactly have the clip for it, but I'm sure someone has already argued for it, and you guys can probably already find evidence of that kind of stuff. However, I do not know how to do math properly. But that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that I really should be using my items more properly. Yeah, you don't have that, do you? Okay. What was I saying? Crap. I was saying crap. Yeah, I was crapping on Captain Marvel. She doesn't really have any growth. She's supposedly the main character of the movie, and I'm not thinking straight because I forgot that this is a vertical lake and not a horizontal lake. That has something in it. That's just the cave. That's just the cave again. I'm being stupid. But I'm sorry, but Captain Marvel does not have any growth. She starts as an overpowered character that's way too cocky, and you know is able to beat anyone instantly. Yeah, cool. HM Dive. I don't have HM Dive. Someone who's way too arrogant for her own good, and she ends as an arrogant superhero that's overpowered, and even more overpowered because she knows how to use her powers. And I understand the trope of just try harder is very common. I mean, just look at Pokemon and Pikachu and all the memes that have sprung up from, oh my gosh, Ice Beam. No, that has sprung up from just from Ash saying, Pikachu, just try harder. Just use Thunder Shock a little harder and you'll be able to knock it out. You know, those kind of memes are really funny. But they don't really work in terms of a story standpoint, especially when you're trying to make a movie as big as Captain Marvel. In my humble opinion, I think Captain Marvel was rushed. I think the writing team did not know how to implement her properly, so they just whipped out a bunch of story ideas and just went, okay, that seems to work out. Okay, I'm not necessarily, okay, Sabalua, I think I should be fine. Okay, I'm not actually saying that that was a joke, but I'm just saying that Captain Marvel could have had a little more time spent on it, maybe even come out after Infinity War Endgame. You know, we don't necessarily need to have an origin story for every single character. I mean, look at Scarlet Witch. Did I say Scarlet Witch? I meant to say Scarlett Johansson. I'm sorry. I'm so tired that I can't even distinguish names properly. I meant to say Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow. They're making the Black Widow, or supposedly making the Black Widow movie, you know, later in the future, way after the first Avengers and even Iron Man 2 came out, which was when she first appeared. When you consider all that kind of stuff, I mean, you know, you don't necessarily need to have these movies out in such a fast manner. People say, you know, higher ups at Disney are assuming that this Captain Marvel is such an amazing, you know, wonderful of a movie because it grossed over $1 billion. But that's only because the MCU, you know, the MCU diehard fans are being force-fed some of these movies that don't really seem necessary. And I think a lot of MCU fans can agree with me when I say that a lot of these movies don't really add too much to the story. Like, I'm sorry, but the only thing that Captain Marvel ever added to the movie was Captain Marvel exists, and what's his name? Nick Fury got the name of the Avengers from some plane that Carl Danvers used. Carl Danvers used to ride on. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but that doesn't really make for good storytelling. I mean, her relationship with her friends don't really seem to be the best. They seem really fractious at best. My gosh, can we please? If you see bubbles underneath you, it means there's Pokemon down below. Yeah, but I don't have dive. My gosh. But my point is, I am really tired and I'm having a hard time maintaining this conversation while also talking about Captain Marvel at the same time. So please bear with me as I try to not sound like a drunk person. Don't drink. I just happen to sound drunk when I'm really tired. I don't know why. I've never drank before, but I'm assuming this is what I would be like. Oh my goodness. This actually hurts. My eyeballs. Vaporeon, I'll keep in. So, Captain Marvel, let's see. Besides that, I think it's pretty good. Agent Coulson's usage was really well done. The Skrulls, you know, trying to just seek asylum and only having these superpowers to protect, like that's all fine and dandy. But what I don't get is this artificial relationship between Carl Danvers and that I don't remember what his name is. The white dude that's supposed to be her mentor. There wasn't really much of a good relationship there, and if the entire story is supposed to be built on the betrayal of... Oh, cool. Repel stopped exactly right there. Let's see what you are. Full heal. Cool. If Captain Marvel is supposed... You know, I'm going to go into another battle just so I can talk for a little bit longer. I'll go into that house later. If Captain Marvel is supposed to be based on, you know, the story of... I've been here all day, still nothing, not even a bite. I just hate hearing that over and over in my head. Anyway, kid, maybe you can do better. I mean, you can't be as bad as me. I guess that while I'm a sailor, I'm not a fisherman. Here, take this. I'll definitely won't be needing it. Oh, Super Rod. That could be helpful, actually. Yeah, sure, why not? Back to the cruise life for me. Maybe those pirates. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's catch a Pokemon in this last section while I'm talking about Carol Veers. While I'm talking about Veers. Let's see. Bag. Let's see how the Super Rod works. If I could even get it to work. If I could even find it. Here it is. Super Rod. Use it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see who we landed. Let's see if we got a good Pokemon. Corsola. Haven't had a Corsola yet. Sure, why not? But back to the conversation at hand. I think the conversation at hand is I should switch out. Return. Yep. Cool. That did okay damage. You're a rock water type, which means legend would be ideal, but you're also super weak against it. Tinder might not be a half idea. What moves does Tinder have again? Yeah, but you're also really high leveled. You know, I'll put Tinder in again. Why not? Just for good time's sake. Old time's sake. You're about like 8 levels ahead, but you know what? This is fine. This is fine. I'm sure everything will go back to normal. Aquaring, really. I'm gonna try to use a netball, and if that doesn't work, then I'll try chipping damage, but I can't guarantee anything. If this works, I will be astonished. Okay, good. But personally, I don't think Captain Marvel's a good... Oh my gosh, why? No. No. What was that? I think that was Rock Blast, but it's fine. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Captain Marvel because there's no story development, you know, there's no connection between the white dude and Captain Marvel, and there's just no growth overall. All the side characters seem really nice, but they don't really have a genuine connection to Captain Marvel. Okay, come on, please don't do much, please don't do much. Good. All the character that seems to be closest to Carol Danvers is Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, Nick Fury, and he's only been with her for about like maybe a week. So I don't know. A lot of this seems really weak. And I'm sorry. I understand that they changed Captain Marvel's gender so they can do women empowerment and everything, but there were so many other characters within the Marvel Cinematic Universe that could serve as a better role model. Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, I mean, even though she did initially, you know, start her appearances as being a little more promiscuous, as some would say, I think that this is taking way too long. I still think that she was, you know, legitimately... Oh, there we go. Captured it. I legitimately think that this music is way too loud, and she did a really good job of, you know, showing how female characters... I don't know. Show a little more representation. I'm really tired right now. I can't think properly. So I don't even know if I want to give this a name. I'll name you Misty just because mystery. I'm mystery. It is a mystery. I'll call you Misty because I'm pretty sure Misty used to have a Corsola. I could be remembering it correctly. Again, I'm having such a hard time. My head is like spinning right now. I really should be getting some sleep, but I need to record some Pokemon Uranium. I meant to say Earthbound Halloween hack, but that's why I can't even think right now. I think I'm gonna try healing up. You know what, just before we leave, let's figure out what this house is, and I'll talk about the problems with Brie Larson in the next episode, so you guys are gonna have to wait a week. I'm sorry, this is a bit unfortunate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but you know what, that's how you get your subscribers to keep watching your videos and keep them hooked to your stuff. Dark Bull should be fine, but no, never. Do not do that again. My gosh, you scared me. Yeah, Bloodstone could be in the front, why not? But I will talk about Captain Marvel and her issues in the next episode of Pokemon Uranium. I'm not gonna cut this thing out early just to, you know, make this ending a little awkward. I'm gonna actually finish the battle, possibly go into the lighthouse and figure out what the heck is going on with this. There we go. Now that we've finished this Friday night off, I hope you all have a really nice day, and I will see you in the next episode of Pokemon Uranium. I will save my game and see you guys then. See you guys then.
My heart is marching.